All right there, Latin 3. The long-awaited return has come. We're on Ulysses 86, a desperate situation. Let's see. While these things were happening, such a terror occupied the minds of the Greeks, or infected the minds of the Greeks, that they were not able to even let out a sound or a voice. But with all hope of safety having been dropped, or once they'd let go of all hope of safety, they awaited a present death, or a soon-to-come death. Polyphemus, after this hunger was put down by such a horrible dinner, he gave himself to sleep, or he took a rest, lying stretched out on the ground. When Ulysses had seen this, he decided that such a chance for carrying out things, in other words, accomplishing a task, ought not be omitted or should not be ignored. And in that thinking, there was for him, now here's where it gets kind of interesting, there was for him the idea that he should stab the monster through the chest with his sword. Technically, he should stab the chest of the monster with his sword, or pierce it. But I want to kind of draw your attention to in eo erat. That is a continuation of the gerundive of obligation on non omitendam. Okay, it ought not be. So in that, there's your sum esse. It's a really weird, and frankly, I think Richie did a very bad job construction. However, when he realized, or when he thought that nothing should be done rashly, temere is an adverb, by the way, he decided to explore before he did this, the whole stabby thing, by what plan he was able to escape out of the cave. But when he noticed that when he noticed the stone by which the entrance was obstructed or blocked, he knew that nothing would turn out well for him if he killed Polyphemus. For it was so, the size of it was such that, the size of the stone was such that not even 10 men could move it, or it was not able to be moved by even 10 men. Which is really funny considering that he had 12 men until Polyphemus ate them. So he had the numbers, and then Polyphemus decided to have some chicken fingers. When things were in this situation, or when things were thus, Ulysses, stopped from this effort, and he returned to his allies. Who, when they realized in what spot their position was in, or their situation was in, they began to despair about their fortunes with no hope of safety obvious anymore. Or offered. However, he, Ulysses, urges men vehemently not to lose their minds. I imagine he probably slapped a few or shook them a little. He pointed out that they had escaped from many and great dangers before already, and that there was little doubt indeed that the gods would bring them help in such a trial. So that takes care of 86. Obviously, up next is 87. I'm going to hit the button.